At first, baby squirrel play looks like pure backyard chaos, but watch the recovery, not just the roll. That old route is not just scenery. Nearby, the mother watches without rushing in. Their game has roots, corners, and safe exits. One baby chooses cover instead of open grass. The route becomes a balance beam. A little slip becomes practice too. That tail is doing more than looking fluffy. Sometimes the lesson is in the pause. Then the surprise teaches speed. Running matters, but stopping matters too. Human objects become part of their wild classroom. One baby chooses the bold path, one chooses the careful path. A pounce is not always a fight. Even little mouth play has rules. The pause tells you this is still play. Then the chase restarts like a tiny drill. In a backyard, every surface becomes a lesson. Tiny claws learn what bark can hold. Climbing starts close to the ground. The second baby learns by following. The game changes shape when the tree begins. A missing squirrel can be part of the game. Low branches become the next practice step. The same tail trick works above the grass. Even a porch sound can change the game. The safest move is not always the fastest. When they pause, the whole yard seems to pause. Then curiosity pulls them back out. A tiny nudge says the game is back. Now the lesson turns into speed. Speed only helps if they can turn. The clumsy turn is part of the lesson. Try again, and the curve gets cleaner. Cover turns chasing into hide and seek. The empty space is a clue. The follower guesses the exit. Fences are highways, not just barriers. The first climb is careful, not heroic. The second baby waits for one more clue. Watching becomes trying. Now the chase has a new level. A tiny gap turns the game into a choice. The jump is small, but the lesson is big. The careful one finds another answer. The faster baby waits. By now their playground has grown, and the old route keeps calling them back. The same tumble now looks a little different. Wrestling can build strength without becoming a fight. Look at the paws doing the work. Even after they dart away, the lesson leaves marks. Play also teaches where to look. A tail can say, "Pay attention." After a signal, they choose cover. The adult still watches, but the babies make the moves. Safe again, the game becomes smaller. Those little taps teach control. When one stops, the other reads it. Backyard objects make new puzzles every day. A chair leg becomes a hiding wall. Sometimes the guess is wrong. Even leaving the porch takes practice. The same edge looks different to each baby. Once together again, the game speeds up. Familiar landmarks help them find their way. They do not just see the route, they touch it. Then the choice becomes quick. The trunk does not look so big anymore. The low branch becomes easier too. The careful one is braver now. Play also teaches how much room a body needs. Getting down is a skill of its own. The landing is steadier than before. Chase, tumble, climb, pause, every piece has a job. Even a feeder changes the shape of play. Moving things train young eyes. Curiosity moves one paw at a time. The other baby waits by the familiar route. New objects are studied before they are trusted. One sudden sway sends it back. Back at the root, the chase feels safe again. A scare does not end the lesson. Eventually, even wild energy needs a pause. Even while resting, they keep listening. A leaf can become a tiny practice target. The second try lands closer. A sibling can turn practice back into a game. The bird bath adds one more backyard puzzle. Even a shimmer can make them think. They do not have to conquer every object. Their tiny map keeps getting bigger. And still, the best practice spot is where they began. The same chase now looks less random. Even the tumble has more control now. The recovery is the secret. Look for the clues. Tails, pauses, roots, and recoveries. After all that practice, the backyard finally settles. The adult watched a day of tiny lessons unfold. Tomorrow, the same route will teach them again. If you see this in your yard, watch the recovery. Loose bodies and quick resets usually tell a different story. The cute chaos was a tiny survival class. And the best part is that it happens quietly, right outside. The old route is quiet now, but it is not just a route anymore. Then one tiny player comes back for one last look. Next time, watch what happens after the tumble. Cute chaos, tiny lessons, wild little lives. Have you ever seen baby squirrels play like this in your yard?